much for joining us here on CNN News 18. We're right at the crescendo of the 2024 general elections. The heat has been rising day after day, and we're in the national capital where it's always been very hot these months of the year. But the political heat is also rising as Delhi prepares to vote very soon. I'm Shivani Gupta. I'm joining you from Vijay Chowk for our special Battle for Bharat. And with me, our guests joining us from across the political spectrum and of course more to talk about just where the mood of the national capital is, what are the issues that are going to matter for the public here, for the political parties here, the new drawn alliances, how are they going to sit, and of course the national picture. So let me first begin by introducing our guest joining me on the show today. Starting from the extreme left is Parminder Singh Sethi. He's a political analyst, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Next to him is Sulaiman Mohammad Khan from the Congress Party. Pradeep Bhandari, founder Jan Ki Baat and psephologist who's travelled across the country for the past few elections. He will give us some gyan over what he thinks is happening in 2024. And of course, last but not the least is Siddharth Yadav from the BJP. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. And a big thanks to our young audience here as well. Delhi has voted very differently when it comes to the local state elections or the assembly elections and the national elections. The BJP has swept the parliamentary constituencies for the last 2 terms. The Aam Aadmi Party has been sweeping the assembly elections. But has anything changed now? Will anything change now? Let me start with Parminder ji first. If the Aam Aadmi Party, after being 10 years in power in Delhi, more than that almost, is going to go to the public, now with an alliance with the Congress Party, which they have opposed to come to power, and this time it's a pre-poll alliance. The last time when they made an alliance, it was a post-poll alliance. What face will the Aam Aadmi Party take to the public to say, okay, we said what we said on issues of corruption, etc., but forget about that, now vote for us and Congress combined?
देखिए, आप सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि ये अलायंस बनाने की आवश्यकता क्यों पड़ी। इसको बनाने के लिए जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने डेमोक्रेसी की हत्या करने के लिए डिक्टेटरशिप की राजनीति करी, जब मणिपुर का केस होता है, जब खिलाड़ियों के साथ अन्याय होता है, जब किसानों के साथ अन्याय होता है, जब जवानों के साथ अन्याय होता है और अपोजिशन को ऑपरेशन लोटस चलाकर जगह जगह पर सरकारों को गिराने का काम किया जाता है, इन सब चीज़ों को देखते हुए देश की जितनी बड़ी बड़ी पार्टियां हैं उन्होंने ये सोचा कि इस डिक्टेटरशिप को ख़त्म करने के लिए सारी पार्टियों ने एक इंडिया अलायंस का गठन करा और उन्होंने अपने पर्सनल और निजी फायदों को छोड़कर ये सोचा कि देश सर्वप्रिय है, देश को संविधान को बचाना सबसे ज़रूरी है, देश की डेमोक्रेसी को बचाना सबसे ज़रूरी है। इसलिए इस अलायंस के लिए अपने पर्सनल फायदे और अपने राजनीतिक फायदों को पीछे छोड़कर सबने इकट्ठा होकर।
बट ऐसे कैसे मान ले कि पर्सनल फायदे पीछे छोड़ दिया? अब करप्शन का जो इशू था,
नहीं, जिस प्रकार से इशू आप कहते हैं कि कांग्रेस के साथ हमारे बहुत सारे
करप्शन इशू का क्या हुआ?
बहुत सारे डिफरेंसेस थे बड़ी पार्टियों के साथ आपस में, अपने निजी डिफरेंसेस को छोड़कर, अपनी सीटों को छोड़कर, अपने राजनीतिक फायदों को छोड़कर एक दूसरे के साथ मिलकर चुनाव लड़ने का फैसला करा और देश के अंदर एक डेमोक्रेसी को जिंदा करने के लिए, चाहे किसानों की बात हो, चाहे जवानों की बात हो, चाहे शिक्षा की बात हो, चाहे स्वास्थ्य की बात हो, जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी है उन्होंने जो जमीनी मुद्दे हैं, जो गरीब आदमी का मुद्दा है, जो मजदूर का है, जो किसान का है, उसको पीछे छोड़ दिया।
सर, मैं एक बात आपसे पूछना चाह रही हूँ, सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा तो अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए करप्शन था ना। अब उस करप्शन के मुद्दे का क्या हुआ? आप उन लीडर्स के साथ स्टेज शेयर कर रहे हैं जो करप्शन के मामले में कन्विक्टेड है और खुद करप्शन का मामला अब अरविंद केजरीवाल के खिलाफ चल रहा है।
नहीं, वही उसी बात की तो लड़ाई है। अगर आप किसी को चुनाव में हरा नहीं सकते, आप उठा के उसको जेल में डाल दीजिए। अभी तो आरोप है, कोई आरोप सिद्ध नहीं हुआ है और अभी तक एक पैसे की रिकवरी नहीं हुई है।
क्या बाकी कन्विक्टेड करप्ट लीडर्स के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना जरूरी था?
नहीं, देखिए, जब बहुत बड़ी बड़ी पार्टियां होती हैं उसमें बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं। अब आप बताइए ना, जो खिलाड़ियों के साथ अन्याय हुआ उनकी एफआईआर तक दर्ज नहीं हुई, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाना पड़ा उनके अपनी एफआईआर दर्ज कराने के लिए। और उस व्यक्ति को जिसके ऊपर रेप के मुकदमे, संगीन मुकदमे हैं, उसके बेटे को आप टिकट देते हैं और उस व्यक्ति को अपना कन्विंसिंग करने के लिए अपना प्रचारक बनाते हैं।
नहीं, आपने ये बात उठाई तो अब मैं भी, मेरा सवाल करना लाजमी बनता है, स्वाति मालीवाल के केस में क्यों चुप है फिर?
नहीं, चुप कहाँ है? आप बताइए ना, उन्होंने संजय सिंह जो पार्टी के सेकंड इन कमांड हैं, उन्होंने आकर एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करी और उन्होंने इस बात को कहा कि स्वाति मालीवाल जी के साथ जो दुर्व्यवहार हुआ, इसका संगठन कोई भी किसी प्रकार का समर्थन नहीं करता और सारी पार्टियों
तो एक्शन तो कुछ लिया नहीं।
लेकिन आप सुन रहे हैं ना, खिलाड़ियों के लिए इन्होंने कौन सी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करी? 1 साल हो गया। आप उनके बेटे को टिकट देते हैं, आपको, आप क्यों, क्या उनके साथ आप भागीदार हैं? क्या आपको ब्लैकमेल किया जा रहा है, या आप ऐसे व्यक्तियों को का समर्थन करते हैं जो क्रिमिनल बैकग्राउंड से हैं, जो महिलाओं का सम्मान नहीं करते? आज आप उनके जबरदस्ती भाई बहन बन रहे हैं।
How much of an alliance they have really formed is still a doubt, because yesterday only Congress Party's ex-Chief Minister of Punjab, Charan Singh Channi, came out and said that Arvind Kejriwal is the most corrupt person. Nobody has to trust Arvind Kejriwal. Nobody can stand with him, and the fight against Kejriwal has to continue. So is it really an alliance? I doubt that. But the reality is that Arvind Kejriwal, in matter of time, realized that since now my corruption is also getting exposed, what is the harm of me standing next to Lalu Yadav? He was the one who came out and said, लालू सबसे बड़ा भ्रष्टाचारी, इसको जेल में डालो। के केस में राहुल and Sonia are out on bail. Lalu is convicted from the courts, and now Kejriwal is standing with him because he also knows what he has done in liquor scam. He has to go there, otherwise there is no natural alliance other than that he can follow.
Once again, corruption तो बीजेपी के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा था ना? That was a big issue when in 2014 also. Absolutely. The charges you take, leaders you accuse of corruption in your party.
Absolutely. करप्शन हमारे लिए इशू था और करप्शन को हम इशू बना के रखेंगे, क्योंकि करप्शन का महिमा मंडन करना किसी के लिए भी गलत है। करप्शन की अगर कार्रवाई होती है तो चाहे वो अरविंद केजरीवाल हो, एंड ही कैन बिल्ड एनी टाइप ऑफ नैरेटिव, बट अगर देश की कोर्ट्स ये कहती हैं कि देयर इज इनफ एविडेंस कि ही इज द किंगपिन ऑफ द लिकर पॉलिसी स्कैम, अगर वो जो पॉलिसी वो बनाते हैं वो दूसरे के फोन में उस पॉलिसी के रिलीज होने से पहले मौजूद होती है, तो फिर उन पर भी कार्रवाई होगी। सेम गोज फॉर ऑल अदर लीडर्स। बट टुडे द प्रेसिंग पॉइंट इज, आई विल जस्ट टेक 10 more seconds. Before you asked him the question, he did not answer about स्वाति मालीवाल. देश की एक एमपी को चीफ मिनिस्टर के घर में बुला करके मारपीट की जाती है। वो एमपी, मेरा आरोप नहीं है, संजय सिंह ने, मैं आपके बीच में नहीं बोला सर, संजय सिंह ने, आई जस्ट टेक 10 seconds सर, संजय सिंह आपकी पार्टी के मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके एक्सेप्ट किया कि उनके साथ चीफ मिनिस्टर के घर में मारपीट हुई, और जिनको उन्होंने एक्यूज किया, उन्होंने जिसको एक्यूज किया, अरे आप अपनी बारे में बता दीजिएगा।
उन्होंने मारपीट की बात नहीं करी, उन्होंने बोला कि गलत व्यवहार हुआ।
चलिए अच्छे से कह दी थी उस मारपीट को, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट उनके साथ गलत व्यवहार हुआ और उन्होंने किसको एक्यूज किया? उन्होंने कहा विभव कुमार एक्यूज्ड है। संजय सिंह ने खुद कहा, आज सुबह लखनऊ एयरपोर्ट पे केजरीवाल के साथ संजय सिंह जा रहे थे। क्यों? अगर एक सांसद को मुख्यमंत्री के घर में बुला करके पीटा जा रहा है और आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर उनके साथ घूम रहे हैं, तो हम क्यों नहीं माने कि वो भी पार्टी है इसमें? हम क्यों नहीं माने कि वो अकम्प्लिस है इसमें? पर आप लोग, ये कैसा चीफ मिनिस्टर का घर हुआ? चीफ सेक्रेटरी गए थे तो मारपीट हो गई, सांसद जा रही है तो मारपीट हो गई। और ये कैसी पार्टी हुई जिनके सोमनाथ भारती हो, झावर हो, जिनके कितने एमएलए खुद के पारिवारिक मारपीट, खुद के पारिवारिक दुर्व्यवहार के आरोपी हैं, और उस पर आकर के अगर आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता ऐसे टाइम पे नहीं बोल सकते, तो आई थिंक देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ एनी डिस्कशन।
One second, are you making a virtue out of a necessity? In Delhi, the BJP had more than 50% vote share the last election. From I think 46, they increased it to 56 over 2 elections. Pradeep will talk more about that. So you had to come together, na? Because singularly you had no option to beat the BJP. Your only hope was that if you come together, maybe your vote banks will align and you can, maybe give the 50+ vote share of the BJP a fight. So that's a necessity. It's not a virtue that you've come together for.
What my friend from Aam Aadmi Party has said, actually it's an alliance to save the constitution. It's from the heart Congress feels that all parties in the country who think that the constitution is directly in danger, on daily basis it's been attacked, the institutions, the constitutional authorities are being undermined and denigrated. We need to save that. Therefore we have knitted an all India alliance. What is happening in our country, that once an opposition leader is arrested by the investigating agencies, witch hunt, etc., he is, through television debates or by the statements from the constitutional functionaries sitting in the government, be pronounced guilty even before the trial starts. It's happening with Mr. Kejriwal. It's happening with him. You said they are on corrupt. You said they are corrupt. Secondly, you spoke on corruption. What will you make of Ajit Pawar, Prime Minister, said he's corrupt, he has done ghotala of 10,000 crores. What will you make of 70,000 crores? What will you make of Prafulla Patel? You said he's the most corrupt man in Maharashtra.
But these
बिल्कुल
are also
पवित्र हो
people
जाते
you
हैं.
defended
Second,
ना,
third,
when they were in your party.
No,
Corruption जब हुआ वो
I
किसकी सरकार में हुआ या किसकी
Madam,
government
I'll
में
just
हुआ?
reply again to the
Yeah.
same
वो
thing.
बिल्कुल साफ थे.
I'll just say, I again say, a person who is facing trial should be presumed innocent. That is the law. We
But
said
अब वो
well-
guilty हो गए हैं.
No, I am not saying that. I am not saying that. I stick to the law. BJP said they are corrupt. They are guilty. Then when they joined, why don't they say they are guilty? I am saying they are innocent. If they have not faced the trial, court will decide. This is the narrative they said. Third point, what he said about
Swati Maliwal case.
Yeah, I am surprised. Prajwal Revanna is a classic example. Gruesome sexual harassment, rapes of women, young girls of the age of 16 and 17, 18, to old women, 68, 66, house helps. Prime Minister is sharing stage with that man. He's the candidate from JDS, their alliance partners, asking for votes. Prime Minister is protecting Prajwal Revanna. Why don't
second,
he
Sulaiman
cancel
ji.
the passport?
Who says so?
Siddharth,
Second,
one second.
Kuldeep Singh Sengar.
No, 1 second. Sulaiman,
This,
my point is not for you to
Brij
list out...
Bhushan Sharan Singh. You
Sulaiman,
cannot
we
speak
know
on
about
women's
these
safety.
cases. You know, my
They
point
have
is
stood
when
with
the public
rapists
is
and
listening to you...
harassers.
1 second. When the public is listening to you, if you want the high moral ground to be able to question somebody else, then you have to project that high moral
Yes,
ground.
we have done
What
it.
should have been the ideal response of a chief minister in
Yes,
whose
let me
house,
reply.
admittedly, a sitting female
I'll reply.
MP of the Rajya
I'll
Sabha
reply
has
for
been
them also.
assaulted?
Yeah, I'm
That
replying.
is the question. Now,
Nobody-
Prajwal
nobody-
Revanna, Brij Bhushan Sharan doesn't matter. What
Why?
about today? It doesn't
Why
matter.
it doesn't matter?
It doesn't
Why
matter
doesn't
in this
matter?
case because it's not an excuse.
Young girl, sportsperson of our country
It
who
doesn't
have
matter
bring
in
laurels
this
to our
case
country
because
has
it
been
is
harassed
not-
by a BJP MP.
Suleiman,
It doesn't
Suleiman,
matter.
Suleiman,
He's
fake
not a
out
BJP
this.
MP, for God's sake.
Who?
He's not. Prajwal
Who?
Revanna is BJP MP.
Braj Bhushan
Who's-
Saran.
who's-
Braj Bhushan Saran Singh.
You can talk about it, and
Why
we
don't you
talked
talk
about
about
it.
that?
But
You are
why
talking
bring
about
it
second.
as one
Okay,
second, Siddharth.
Swati
Why
Maliwal.
bring it as
Can
an
you tell me?
excuse? 1 second. No, I'm
Shivani,
sorry.
tell me,
I'm
what
sorry.
has happened with
I don't
Swati?
understand this. Why bring that as an excuse for what's happening in Swati Maliwal
not.
case? When we discuss those cases, we discuss those cases. Now we're discussing Swati Maliwal case. The excuse cannot be, oh, what happened? Two wrongs don't make a right, surely.
Yes, completely. I agree. I'll
10
reply to that.
seconds.
Then law should take its own course. That
Yeah.
is all. BJP said we will not register an FIR against Braj Bhushan Saran Singh, who has sexually assaulted
You'll have
and
to give me 10
harassed
seconds. Anyway,
our
let him
medal,
finish.
Let him finish.
medal winners,
Okay.
who are the
Okay, all
daughters
right.
of our country.
All right.
They said we will not
10
register an
seconds,
FIR.
then Pradeep comes in. Heated political debate as always when it comes to national capital.
The only thing that I want to point out is, you want to talk about Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh? Talk about it. I have been on debates on CNN on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh.
No, just
you want
answer
to
it.
talk about
One by
Just
one,
Sandesh
one
answer.
by
Gandhi?
Why
Now
haven't you
one by
registered
one.
an FIR?
Now one by one.
Don't
my,
preach
my
something that you
question
can't
is,
do.
you know, question.
Now,
my
अरे अब
question is,
अरे आपने
for
20 मिनट
years,
बोला
why
question
don't
उसमें
you-
नहीं
why
आया
don't
क्या?
you
I'm
register
answering
an
now.
FIR?
Why
Listen to
did
me.
okay,
the question.
now, Suleiman,
Supreme Court has to intervene.
One by one, one
You
by
cannot
one.
speak on that.
अभी
One by
पता है
one,
कि I'm
let him
exposing
respond
you,
on
so
that.
you won't be able
What
to
is
hear
the
out.
exposed to
Now,
speak?
listen
No,
now.
the answer.
Now the problem is,
answer
what I'm
is why
highlighting
haven't
is,
you registered an FIR against Braj Bhushan
Okay,
Saran
let him
Singh?
answer
Why
that.
the Supreme Court has to intervene
Suleiman,
in that?
Suleiman,
you're
let him
done-
Reply to
answer
that
that.
and it start.
Let him answer that.
when you are done with that, you let
I
me
am
know.
done, you please
Okay,
reply.
now I'm
30
responding.
seconds,
What I want to highlight is, you want to talk about any issue, talk about that issue. We will answer about anything that you inquire. Anything.
No,
but
answer
when
about
today
this.
we are discussing about Swati Maliwal,
Answer
what
about
he
Braj
said,
Bhushan
what he
Sharan
said,
Singh.
क्या ही
He
हुआ
has
है
been
स्वाति के
charge-sheeted
साथ?
by Delhi
He just
police.
said this. I'm asking the
Charge-sheeted
viewers,
by-
go back,
charge-sheeted by
rewind the
Delhi
video and see.
police.
He said
Talk
क्या ही
about
हुआ है
Prajwal
स्वाति के
Ravanna.
साथ? अरे एक
Talk
sitting
about
MP को
Braj
बुला
Bhushan
करके
Sharan
पीट
Singh.
दिया.
He has been
Suleiman,
charge-sheeted. Why don't
Suleiman,
you
not like this.
reply
Sir, देखिए,
to-
I can't
One
be
by one,
hijacking.
no, please.
I can't be
You cannot
hijacking.
go on
I
like
can't be
this.
hijacking. He will
Prajwal
sit
Ravanna.
here and say क्या ही हुआ है स्वाति के साथ? अरे क्या ही हुआ है? क्या ही हुआ is not the problem. You want to talk about anything? Talk about it.
Why
Who's
haven't you
saying no?
registered an
Okay.
FIR
Who's
against
rejecting?
Braj Bhushan
But
Sharan
आज
Singh?
एक sitting
Why
MP
were you
को चीफ मिनिस्टर के
protecting?
घर में बुला
Why
करके
were you
पीट दिया.
protecting Braj
यहाँ पे
Bhushan
बात
Sharan
करें
Singh?
क्या
Okay,
ही हुआ है?
again,
What is
again.
that?
So I want to go across to Pradeep. Pradeep, you're of course taking a bird's eye view of this. You're taking a 360-degree view of this. I want to first talk about the Delhi scenario. How has this alliance changed the scenario, psephology-wise, for you? What you're reading on the ground?
Thank you so much for having me, Shivani. And there are two types of alliance in politics. One is an alliance of compulsion, the other is an organic alliance. The alliance of the Aam Aadmi Party in Congress is an alliance which I look at it as an alliance of compulsion. And I say that because both the parties, whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress Party, have a similar vote share or a vote base which they are attracting to. Now, why do I say that? You've seen this in the past 3 successive elections that whenever the Congress party's vote share increases, the Aam Aadmi party's vote share decreases. And this has been the trend whether it is in the assembly election or the Lok Sabha election. Now, an experiment similar to this was tried in Uttar Pradesh where the Samajwadi Party and the BSP came together. And if I very well remember that the press conference, that was a joint press conference where Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav said that ye alliance se Bharatiya Janata Party ki neend ud jayegi. What was the result? Samajwadi Party's vote share decreased from 22% to 18%. BJP's vote share increased from 42% to 49%. Why? Because the alliances could not transfer the vote to each other. There was a social group which was against. Now, in Delhi, let me tell you a data point. Even if I add arithmetically, politics is not about arithmetic. I look at it chemistry-wise. But in Delhi, all the 7 seats, even if I add the vote shares of the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party in the 2019 scenario, I still see the BJP getting more vote share than the combined vote share of the Congress and the AAP. So for that, for the alliance to work, even though the alliance looks strong on paper, the India alliance looks as a wide alliance on paper, but for the alliance to work in Delhi, the BJP vote has to shift from the BJP to the Congress and the AAP. Now, that has not happened in 2014.
You don't see that happening?
Not
Even
in
after 10 years
2019.
of anti-incumbency?
In Lok Sabha, I do not see as of right now on the ground where I've been traveling. Now I've traveled more than 15 states on my own and my team is there around 100 people working across the country. With respect to the Prime Minister, I do not see an anti-incumbency sentiment on the ground.
But that's for the Prime Minister. What
Because
about
this
the local
election-
MPs?
No, this election, when you speak to the people on the local MP, you will find some amount of anti-incumbency for sure. But when you ask them, are you looking at voting based on the MP's performance? They say, no, we are voting based on who will be the Prime Minister. And this is where the MP's performance becomes a subsidiary factor and the Prime Ministerial performance becomes the dominant factor. In fact, I'll remind you a seat of Meerut last time. If you remember, there were videos of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mr. Agrawal was the MP who was shown the doors from a lot of villages. People were saying that BJP will lose Meerut. What was the result? It won that with more than 1.5 lakh votes because at the end of the day, people were thinking that we are voting Narendra Modi.
So has
I'll
the
just
fact
do
that, one second
one
sir, has the fact that the BJP changed wholesale their sitting MPs
It has
helped them?
impacted a lot in terms of reducing the level of anti-incumbency which was present.
But you fundamentally believe the vote is going for Narendra Modi.
I will give you another example. Look at any seat of Delhi. Chandni Chowk, 23% vote share difference between BJP and combined opposition. In East Delhi, 31% difference. New Delhi, 27%. Northeast Delhi, 25%. Northwest Delhi, 39%. South Delhi, 30%. West Delhi, 40%. When they were fighting as 3 individuals. So it was Congress, AAP and the BJP. Now, even if I add this, none of this vote share is enough of the Congress and the AAP to surpass the BJP's vote share because on every seat, the BJP had more than 50% roughly vote share. So,
Okay.
for
So
the
that's the
alliance to
challenge.
work, they have to get the BJP vote to transfer to the Congress
Actually,
and the AAP.
that's the interesting point, Suleiman.
two
How
short-
do you get
yeah.
the BJP voter
You
to
know-
vote for AAP or Congress?
You know, with due respect to Pradeep ji's assessment and data he has revealed, I think one thing he said very contradictory. He said that people are voting for Prime Minister. They are looking at the face of the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. But why was the need for them to change 6 of the 7 sitting MPs?
Pradeep, 30 seconds, and Siddharth, 30 seconds.
See, please look at any election in this country in the last 10 years and please tell me any election where the opposition or any party did not have a dominant face and the party is won. Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath won because there was a pro-incumbency there. Look at Mamata Banerjee, she won in Bengal. The BJP did not declare a chief ministerial face. Look at 2014 Lok Sabha election. Look at 2019 Lok Sabha election.
If Congress party can even get half the number of seats, half of the age of Rahul Gandhi as the number of seats, then also I think it's going to be a victory for
Achha,
Congress
but answer
party.
that
They're
question.
not
Why did
crossing
you have to
30.
change your MPs in
I
there?
will tell you that. So we are a political party which won 303 seats. Although I'm underrepresented and I'm given less time as compared to the seats of Congress party and Aam Aadmi party. People with 50 seats in Lok Sabha are speaking more than the person who's representing 303
Give
seats.
your
But
statement.
having said that, we as a party is present all across the country. We have issues, we have a leader, we have a niyat, neta, niti, everything. We are saying that we have a clear projection. We are telling this country that dream for a 2047. We were the first ones to say that India can be a developed country and young of this country can dream to take India to that level. We are the ones who have said that we have solved issues.
1 second.
I just take 10 more seconds.
That, yeah.
We have said that we have solved issues in this country which people told were unsolvable. 370, Ram Mandir, insurgency, border security. We have solved all those. We have taken out 25 crore people out of poverty. We are working on the middle class. We have made so many startups.
Macro issues, I'll come to in just a bit.
I was just listing out what this country is feeling right now. What is the sentiment? What the people are voting for? They're voting for a strong leader which can take ahead the progress. But on the other hand, we have Suleimanji sitting here who doesn't even know if his alliance wins, who's going to hoist the flag here on 15th of August.
Whether Delhi is going to vote on some of those macro issues that the BJP is talking about, or are there going to be local issues that the public wants to be represented and heard on? What are the expectations from parliamentarians versus what a state government or an assembly government would be? We'll look at those issues. We'll also get our audiences to ask their questions to our political representatives. And of course, we're talking about the national elections. What is it that Delhi is going to vote for, and how are some of the local issues going to impact the public's mind? Are they voting for the macro issues, for the central government with the Prime Minister's face in mind, or something else? We'll try and delve into that a little bit deeper. Let's try and open this up for our audiences a little bit. This young lady in the front, then the gentleman in the back.
Okay, so my question is, why is opposition alliance is still unclear regarding who will be their prime minister candidate? Who will be their prime minister candidate? And different party members are making different claims, which shows the instability in the alliance. So what is... Yeah, different manifestos are there, and everyone is claiming something else. So what is your take on that?
Manifesto, launching a manifesto or, releasing a manifesto is every party's own prerogative. We have done it, other parties must have done it. As far as prime ministerial candidate is concerned, it's an alliance. BJP also have an alliance. We also have an alliance. Once we form a government, which positively we are going to surely form on 4th of June, all the constituencies on the party, we should believe in democracy. We should not smile on that. So on 4th of June, all the constituents of the parties and the MPs will sit together and then decide who can be the best suitable candidate.
Pradeep, I want to bring you here on this.
To my understanding, for Congress party, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the candidate.
After him. Pradeep, I want to understand this from you as well. Do you think this is the biggest Achilles heel of the opposition? The fact that they don't have one face, they have multiple manifestos of each party, they say different things. Their opinion and their basic, stand on certain issues differs so much. The left has a different agenda. The, parties have different things they've promised. On CA, NRC, sometimes their take is different. On Ram Mandir, their take is different. On nuclear weapons, their take is different. On economy, their take is different. So is this the biggest Achilles heel?
Shivani, according to me, alliances are not formed just because three leaders sit together and decide that an alliance will take place. Alliances are formed when the workers on the ground come together. And at this moment, the India Alliance do not have a single common minimum program. Even if they have different manifestos being released, please tell me, where is the common minimum program? The UPI had ruled this country with a coalition government. There was a common minimum program decided. As of right now, they've not been able to decide on their leader. There is no common minimum program on economic policies, on social policies, on national security policies. The left says that the nuclear weapons are something which they will completely disband. Does the Congress party agree with it? Does the Aam Aadmi party agree with it?
So my next question
to you. One very important point.
Suleimanji, please. When I come to you. Suleimanji, when I come to you. Please.
I've not been interrupting you. Allow me and have
a common minimum program.
Suleimanji, I'll come to you. Please, you've got to be patient.
An individual who interrupts is a person who's very low on facts.
So
either you are low on facts, so let me make my point.
I want to reply. That is all. That is
all. So you've got to be patient with that.
So number one is there is no common minimum program. Number 2 point, there are a lot of contradictions in the alliance. Say for example, in Punjab, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi party are fighting against each other. In Kerala, the left and the Congress are fighting against each other. You look in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee made a statement that she will give outside support to India Alliance, and then she retracted it.
She's retracted it. But my next question to you was this.
So this is a very big issue.
The opposition believes that if there can be a coalition that can function in 2004, it can come back in 2009, then why not in 2024? I want to ask you, when you go on the ground, what does the public feel about coalitions
The public
themselves?
has stopped giving confused mandates. Please look at any election results from come in the last 10 years, people either make the winner, ensure that the winner is winning one way or is losing in one way.
So
There is no
coalition
confused
era is over?
I believe that the probability for individuals and parties to form coalition governments with confused mandates like it was in the era of the 90s has gone off. Even in the early areas of 2000 where you have one party winning 150, 160 seats and forming a coalition, the probability of that is less than 10%.
The problem here also is that we actually don't have that
Also,
national fulcrum of a party with
10
150
seconds point,
and 160 seats. The Congress doesn't have that capacity anymore. So now even a Congress-led coalition is looking a little bit more different.
10 seconds. India also, Shivani, votes in and votes out leaders. We need to understand that parties provide base. The Congress party has been only getting 10 to 11 crore votes since 2009. 2009, please look at data point. Only 10 to 11 crore votes for the Congress party. 2014, only 10 to 11 crore votes for the Congress party. 2019, only 11 crore votes for the Congress party. The BJP increased its vote from 7 crore 80 lakh to 15 crore in 2014 and now 22 crore in 2019. This additional 15 crore is because of Narendra Modi.
I wish to draw back the attention to the question that was asked from there. But I'll not take you back of what the Congress party did when they were in power. I'll just take my 30 seconds to actually tell you what their plan is. So their alliance partner, the Communist Party, has written that the India should give away their all nuclear powers. And their leader sits out and says, Pakistan ne chudiya pehni hai kya? Aapko unka सम्मान करना चाहिए. This is what they say. They want India to weaken. They want Pakistan to strengthen. They want to sit here and tell all of us that Pakistan is really strong and you should be respecting Pakistan. Pakistan has the atom bomb. Pakistan has this. Pakistan and that. Those days are gone, sir. Those days are far gone, because today we have a decisive leadership in this country which believes in the power of Bharat, which believes that we are no younger, and that is why the world is looking up to us. And so we are on a timeline, we are at a juncture of history where the world is looking up to Bharat. World is saying, ye log 10 साल के अंदर 10th से 5th पे आ गए, 5th से 3rd पे जाने वाले हैं. जब 2004 में हम गए थे, हमने इनको इंडिया को इकोनॉमी 10th पे दी थी. हम 14 में वापस आए, 10th पे ही थी. हम उसको 10 साल में 10th से 5th पे लाए, 5th से 3rd पे लाए. 2047 में विकसित भारत बनाने जा रहे हैं. हम इंडिया को सबसे बड़ा इकोसिस्टम बनाने जा रहे हैं. सेकंड लार्जेस्ट मोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चरर हमने बना दिया. This is what the people of this country will vote for.
Yes, that gentleman has been waiting.
My question is that there are 3 states which are under Congress rule, like Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh. So many times I was thinking that the voters or those state people have no more stories of Congress good rule, like the other voters of the other states have anything on social media or any other place. So my question to Congress is why it is so that the 3 chief ministers of these particular states have any impact or have any kind of the good stories like they have given good
ruling. आप basically पूछ रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस स्टेट से कोई मॉडल क्यों नहीं निकल के
हाँ, ये जो 3 स्टेट जैसे नरेंद्र मोदी 2014 से सीएम में से पीएम बने, ऐसे आपके कोई और राहुल गांधी के अलावा कोई ऐसा कोई नेता क्यों नहीं आ रहा है सीएम के?
ओके,
कांग्रेस पार्टी राहुल गांधी को चाहती है और राहुल गांधी ने 2 साल में जो विपक्ष का काम किया सर, मुझे लगता है कि इस इतिहास में किसी लीडर ने 4000 किलोमीटर पैदल यात्रा और 6000 हाइब्रिड मोड से यात्रा नहीं करी है और भारत के लोगों से मिले हैं, बात करिए. ये मैनिफेस्टो वैसे ही बना है. जहां तक आप उसकी परफॉर्मेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, आपका एनालिसिस हो सकता है. मैं समझता हूं असली एनालिसिस हिमाचल, कर्नाटका, तेलंगाना 3 जहां कांग्रेस की सरकार है, वो 4 जून को हो जाएगा. हमारा भी जवाब आपको मिल जाएगा.
हाँ,
हमारे मित्र बीजेपी के न्यूक्लियर वाली की बात पर जवाब दे दूं, about the disbanding of nuclear power weapons. I think that has been said by the Communist Party. We have written everything about what we will do, national security, internal security. Please read our manifesto. And we don't want lessons of nationalism from BJP and RSS. They were with Britishers. When we were fighting the Britishers, they were with the Britishers. They have done it.
Okay.
They have done alliance with Muslim League of Jinnah in Bengal,
party
in
which
Sindh,
was formed by
before
Hume, a
independence.
Britisher himself is teaching about who
we
was
have
with
been
British.
Okay,
fighting for the
let's not
independence.
open up
Pandit
history
Nehru,
now because
Mahatma
it's
Gandhi,
going to take
they were,
forever.
actually with the Britishers.
Okay,
They should
but
not give us
Pradeep,
lectures.
one second, I'll give you the last word. But Prabinderji, I wanted to bring you in. The question about these manifestos. The question genuinely in the minds of the public will be कि parties का इतना different view है हर चीज पे. अगर by chance mandate मिल भी गया, तो आप कैसे सरकार चला पाएंगे? कैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल, ममता बनर्जी, एक रेवंत रेवन्ना या राहुल गांधी, मिस्टर खड़गे, कम्युनिस्ट सीताराम येचुरी, ये एक साथ कमरे में आके कैसे डिसीजन मेकिंग हो पाएगी?
मैं आपको पहली बात तो ये बताऊं कि कोई भी व्यक्ति जेम्स बॉन्ड नहीं होता जिस प्रकार इन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री को बनाया गया। इट्स ए टीम वर्क। इसके अंदर पूरी टीम काम करती है देश को डेवलप करने के लिए। और
तो
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नींव रखी थी ना, उसके अंदर अरुण जेटली साहब, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी, सुषमा स्वराज और मुरली मनोहर जोशी, एल.के. आडवाणी जैसे लोगों ने इस पार्टी को खड़ा करा, और ये उसका बिल्कुल खात्मा करके जाएंगे मोदी जी।
बीजेपी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, मैं आपसे सवाल पूछ रही हूँ कि जब इंडिया अलायंस
वाले हैं, क्योंकि आडवाणी जी को भी इन्होंने 75
नहीं, बीजेपी की स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेसेस और बीजेपी स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेसेस, पर आप मुझे ये समझाइए, जो जनता से सवाल भी आ रहा है, कल को आपकी जो इंडिया अलायंस है उसको मैंडेट मिलता है तो आप सरकार कैसे चला पाएंगे? वो कॉन्फिडेंस तो आपको देना पड़ेगा ना पब्लिक को।
ये मत सोचिए कि देश में लीडरशिप की कमी है।
तो एक लीडर वो कौन होगा, वो पूछ रहे हैं ना सवाल।
डिसाइड करेंगे। ये इंडिया अलायंस का है कि मैं समझता हूं, जो मेरी अपनी समझ है, हाँ। कि जिस पार्टी की ज्यादा सीटें आएंगी और जितने भी अलायंस के लोग हैं बैठकर डिसाइड करेंगे कि कौन देश के लिए उपयुक्त प्रधानमंत्री होगा, वही देश
तो
के लिए
जिसकी ज्यादा सीटें आएंगी।
केजरीवाल तो नहीं होगा, 22 सीटों पे लड़ रहे हैं, तो आप तो नहीं होंगे।
हाउ द नेक्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर कुड बी डिसाइडेड।
अभी दावा ही नहीं करा। उन्होंने कहा कि
टोटल इलेक्शन 22 में लड़ रहे हैं,
अगले ये आपका लास्ट टेन्योर है।
Okay, let me give final 30 seconds to Pradeep Bhandari because we're running out of time now. Yes, Pradeep.
Shivani, I think even the Aam Aadmi Party or no party can lecture about, multiple leadership. The Aam Aadmi Party asks vote on the name of Arvind Kejriwal, whether it is Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, everywhere. So they are also one leader party. It's similar. Similarly, Congress Party, despite Rahul Gandhi losing 50 elections, still asks the name in the every vote in the name of Rahul Gandhi, not officially declaring Rahul Gandhi. So they also cannot complain that, we Bharatiya Janata Party only has one leader. They also are following the same formula. I'll give you one data point and I'll leave it that. Since 2011, and I will advise the audience to please Google and check it, not a single time the Congress Party has been in power in a state government for 2 consecutive terms, which means that if the gentleman here was mentioning that if a state like, say, Telangana has voted the Congress Party, now after 5 years the state ends up voting another party, whereas the Bharatiya Janata Party has given more governments with 10 to 15 years. So why is it that when the public gives the vote to the Congress Party is not able to continue the government after 5 years? So which means that the possibility of the Congress, whenever it is in power, to have the phenomenon of anti-incumbency is more, whereas for the BJP, whenever it is in power, now it is built the formula of a pro-incumbency power. Okay. So the old dictum that the BJP is a good party in opposition now is changing to BJP being the Bharatiya Janata Party under Narendra Modi being a good party in governance.
Nobody is asking, have you asked why Narendra Modi has not given the jobs? Have you asked about the farmers?
Don't divert it. I'm just my question. I have a very humble question. Suleiman ji, is it not true that since 2011, not a single time you...
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
So what is wrong in stating a fact?
Thank you.
I do want to talk about the fact that this election very much is being fought on the name of Narendra Modi. Whether he wins a record 3rd term or not, hasn't happened since Jawaharlal Nehru, since independence. So he could become only the 2nd Prime Minister who could win a repeat mandate for a 3rd consecutive term. Will that happen or not? Only June 4 will tell us. Be with CNN News 18 through the Battle of Bharat coverage and of course through Result Day as well. A big thanks to our panelists for joining us and a very big thanks to our audiences as well. Thank you. We enjoyed it. Always very heated. And keep watching CNN News 18. News and updates will continue in just a bit.